Hello and welcome to this episode of Packet Tracer. In this episode we want to talk about multi-user, and in multi-user we want to talk about this multi-user options dialog. So in this dialog we have a few options that I want to explain for you. The first one is the allow remote saving. So basically remote saving allows the other party that is connected to you so that they will be able to save offline copy of this connection, and that offline copy will of course save your devices that are joined in this network as well, because some of the devices in a multi-user environment, some of the devices are on your side and some of the other devices are on their side, and allow remote saving will allow the other side to also save a copy of your side's devices as well. And the depth for remote saving, basically it is explained in the Packet Tracer official documentations, and this is the explanation. The depth for remote saving configures how far deep into the remote user sessions will be saved. For example, if the users are connected as such, A is connected to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, and F to A. If A is configured with a depth of 2 and attempts to offline save, A will receive a copy of B, C, E, and F networks, but not D, which basically I could not figure out. To be honest, I read this so many times and I could not figure out what this means. If you have an understanding of this, so please leave it in the comments below, and I would really appreciate it. The next option that I want to talk about is always start listening when application starts. That means that multi-user by default, it is always available and it's always listening, and by default it's always on. So if we remove this check mark, that means that multi-user will be not available and it will be offline. This option, the allow peers to see connected devices and port names, allows the other party, the other remote user, to see the device name and port names whenever they're creating a cable connection to your network. So for example, I have a connection in here. Let me destroy it once. Maybe I can just say okay and destroy this connection. Now, if I want to recreate this connection, as you can see, create new link. Let me go to the other side, PCB to the, and as you can see, this other side has turned off, showing their device name and port number. If it was turned on, I would be able to see what device and port number is available on the other side, but currently it's turned off. For instance, B is turned on, but let's go to instance A. As you can see, it was turned off. That's why the other peer was not able to see my device name and my port number. This last feature, forward remote PMTP broadcast messages, it is related to EX apps. I don't want to cover it in here. When we go to EX apps, when you have a lot of background about EX apps, then I want to cover it in there. So that's it for this episode, everyone. I hope this has been informative for you, and I would like to see you in the next episodes where we will be covering more features of multi-user. Stay tuned.